Hey everyone, in this video I'll be showcasing all the new weapons in Bounty Pack 3, the Zane DLC in Borderlands 4. This added in 11 new pieces of gear here, with 4 of them being re-rollable gear on the vault card. I'll be showcasing them all because there's actually some really fun new weapons here and something interesting that happened which we'll be breaking down in this video. Now, we did get some very powerful weapons in this DLC, and I also did a video on all the new weapons that came with the Takedown, so you can check out that video. It'll be linked in the pinned comment. But the DLC adds in 6 new pieces of legendary gear, 1 new Pearlescent, and the vault card adds in 4 other pieces of equipment as well, along with some of the goofiest heads that you've ever seen in a Borderlands game here. But interestingly enough, there's actually a shield in here alongside a sniper, shotgun, and pistol. And I'll just dive right in here with the new Pearlescent, the Raiden. I was hoping that this would be a reference to Metal Gear Solid like the Shalashaska here, but this one always comes with a COV licensed magazine. Not always the biggest fan of those, but it is what it is. It does also come with a shotgun loader, and it's very reminiscent of like the Dark Beast. Now this one does come with a cool effect here. On kill, it'll spawn a projectile count booster that increases the projectiles per shot for 14 seconds. The pickup will increase as you get more of these. The only downside is you have to pick it up. Now I'm still looking for even better rolls, but it doesn't seem like it can come with any parts as far as I know right now, but it can get up to 66% crit rate. Again, still looking for all the possible rolls. And I will be doing a video once I get everything, but it can come with a maximum of 34 rounds, so there's also a 27 version. And I'll be facing off against Corporal Brennan here just to keep things consistent. So you see here, these are the little pickups that you can get. You do have to press E on them to be able to get the extra effect here. But then you see we shoot off extra projectiles. So it can boost up your damage quite a bit. Only downside being it is a COV magazine. So even if you have infinite ammo on a build, it's likely not going to give you that much of an effect. It could be a nice one for Rafa, however. But yeah, it is a little bit annoying to pick up all these extra projectiles. But that does make it pretty powerful in the new DLC, or the Takedown. You can see sometimes it doesn't actually drop the extra little drops, so that is a little unfortunate, but it's a decently strong weapon here. I will swap it to the shotgun version so you can see what that's all about. We don't have the extra projectiles because for some reason they're not dropping. There is a couple different bugs that do occur with these. There we go, we got that to drop again. So now we got some extra shots, and just swap back to the SMG. That's fine. The damage from this is it's a damage. I can see this being decent if you like build around it and you're really liking the pickup mechanic here, because you can get to shoot like it's a shotgun if it's just an SMG. I'll go and pick that one up there, boom. And yeah, you can see you can do like decent damage here, but this is an Ultimate Vault Hunter 7 True Mode. Again, I do that for all these against this boss just so you can see how they stack up, and I've done a top 5 SMGs video. This one doesn't crack the top 5 unless there's something I'm missing on a particular role. And this is from Biff Fistful, the final boss of the DLC. Now, Biff Fistful also drops another SMG, the Brickhouse. This is a Vladov. It also comes with a lot of different roles. Now, I will be, again, hunting down the best possible roles. I'll do a video on the best new weapons here, but it can come with like a flamethrower or a taser. So if you like those, even though they're nerfed, it's something you can use, kind of like the Burt's Bees. Every 10th shot fires a projectile that returns back to the player, which can bounce and has a chance to spawn 2 additional projectiles when colliding with enemies or players. Now this can come with a variety of different roles. Like it can come with the Jacob's roll on it, it can come with COV, it can come with Ripper, Atlas darts, it can come with Hyperion, so the best roll would likely be like Jacob's and Ripper. But you can see those projectiles coming back towards the player, I guess against enemies as well. So this is a decent one for mobbing, and I can imagine if you get a really good roll on this thing will absolutely shred, so I'll be looking out for this tonight. Again, you have to farm it from Biff Fistful here, but there's just a lot of rolls that can come on this one, but not a bad SMG across the board. I think it's a pretty fine one. Nothing like groundbreakingly changing, but it's good enough. And having a lot of different roles and the taser, the flamethrower, I think that is really nice as well. Anyways, we'll cover the other drop that comes from Biff Fistful, the Artillery Sphere. So this is the orbiting body. Unequipped, it spawns an orbiting observer that deals 28k damage to nearby enemies. The observer will briefly attack enemies when damaged by the grenade. It does have a variety of different roles and elements here, so it does seem like it can come with really any of the grenade upgrades here. So look out for which you prefer for your particular setup. It'll come with 2 charges, and it comes with a varying degree of sizes and a pretty fast charge rate to boot. So you see it there, you toss it out, then you have that going towards it, and it recharges. Like this one has a 3-second recharge rate, so not like a crazy amount of damage, but it's a cool one. You can see there having that big orb go float around it. This is a cryo version, and you see cryo's usually good against armor. Not doing insane amounts of damage, but it can be something, I guess. It's interesting. I always like when they experiment with different ordinances here, so this is a cool new one, and it's not as good as the one from the Takedown, the Dropner, but it is still pretty solid overall. Or even the Ordnance that was added with the new Takedown. So yeah, it's an interesting one. Nothing super crazy, but it can be fun if you're playing with friends to see that big orb fly around like that. And yeah, it sometimes does do an okay amount of damage, so yeah, I guess it's all right. And next is what I think to be one of my favorite weapons. Here's the Discy business. So this it can come with a beam tosser. I know a lot of people really enjoy those. So it comes with a variety of different damage rolls for the beam tosser, like 26k. This one has the 32k. Not as much as a Stellium, but it's a decent amount. It can come with Jacobs. It can come with Ripper. I haven't found the Jacobs Ripper yet. Still looking for it. And it's Maliwan, so it comes with the swapper on a lot of the rolls, unless it comes with like something that'll override that. But with this, it shoots off bouncing discs, kind of like the disc jockey, but in a gun form. And they bounce like up around 4-ish times for what I've seen here. And again, this will drop from Fixer, so it can do some decent damage. As you see here, this is using a shock version against a shield here, so that'll be one of the higher damages that you can get from this thing. But if you see, it bounces like it's a really fast moving disc. It's a lot faster than like the disc jockey is. So what's nice is if your aim isn't great, you can just aim at their feet and have it bounce off and hit them like that. So it is cool in the way that it works. It's a interesting one here. I really like the concept here, despite it not being like super crazy powerful. If you do get a Ripper, I feel like the Ripper mark or the Ripper roll for this just makes it even better with Jacobs. Like this is what the Ripper looks like, so it shoots it a lot faster there, and obviously being Maliwan, it can come with any element, so it's just very versatile of a weapon. It's a fun one though, and it can come with TD rolls, or COV, and even the Hyperion gun shield as well. So now we got another Daedalus gun here with the Hard Dark. This also drops in Fixer. Fun fact, so does the Mercredi for whatever reason. I think there's a bit of a glitch where this gun can drop. You can get the Phosphine finally, which is not previously available, or you can just get the old regular version of it. Now, what's funny about this is they're both Daedalus assault rifles, so I think that's what caused this little glitch to occur. So if you get yourself a Mercredi, it's probably not going to happen in the future, but because this is like a vault card one item. But with this Hard Dark, you merely adopted the dark. So a nice Batman reference there. What it does is the Solidified. This creates like a ricocheting pellet that explodes. This costs 2 per shot. It has a 30-centimeter range on it, and it can come with an ammo swapper being a Daedalus. It also can come with a Ripper part, Atlas underbarrel, and it does not have Jacobs, unfortunately. I feel like that would make it pretty crazy because it already is naturally going to ricochet. So here it is with the Ripper part. So you can see like the projectiles flying off. If you bounce it off the walls here, you can actually see it a little bit better. So just get an idea of what that looks like. You can see they explode into a huge volley. So it can be pretty cool. Again, with the multiple different ammo types, this makes it interesting. So I put the tracker dart on it there. Tracker darts are really nice. You can just launch them onto the head of a target. And what this also means is if you're using high caliber 3, you can line yourself up right behind an enemy, and that'll allow you to actually pierce through a couple of them if you got high caliber on. But it's a fun weapon. I actually really enjoy this one, and I can imagine that there's some cool builds that you can do because Daedalus can get the crazy enhancement that increases its fire rate by up to 50%. So you can do some pretty solid damage with this thing. It's interesting roll for sure, and I like getting the SMG roll on it as well because like you'll see here in a second after reload, it shoots it really fast. But it is no Mercredi. The Mercredi did get a really nice buff that just made it crazy, and again, we'll still have to see how this fares against the others. I'll be looking for more rolls and doing some testing even further, but yeah, this thing is fun. And the final drop from Fixer is the Hugger. When the Repkit is active, deals shock damage per second to nearby enemies and 100% chance to reflect bullets. What's cool about this is it's kind of like the Sparky shield, which I've used in a build for like Rafa with his melee build. So this can be kind of interesting. It does have a very quick cooldown as well. So the mini is being the smallest, 12-second cooldown. And then the ability on it is going to last for 10 seconds. So you're looking at some like high efficiency like the AF1000 there, but with a 10-second duration. So to get an idea what that looks like, so you get this little pulsing ring around you. Nothing insane for damage, but I can see this being good on builds where they need to like generate a lot of extra elemental damage types, like Cash or Rafa could definitely benefit from this. So it's an interesting one, and definitely a cool new rep kit. We also got another rep kit in the Vault pack that I've covered, which gives you health every time you get a critical hit. Or I guess I should say in the Takedown. But yeah, Mini Hugger, also available from Fixer. Now next up are weapons from Cleaner. Now this is the Cooper Duper. It's really interesting. So this will shoot a holographic barrel that pierces enemies and attaches to the world. Shooting attached barrels will cause it to explode, dealing damage. And this can come with any element. It has a 240 centimeter radius. Seems like it has a 21k DPS version and a 26.5k. And this is what we're working with. So it has a charge on it. So if you're using like active fire, you can see there, it shoots that off, the little holographic barrel, and then you can shoot at it, make it explode. So yeah, it's a little tricky because it doesn't get like the infinite ammo if you're using particular builds, but I mean, it's a fun one, I guess. It's definitely a great heavy ordnance of all time. The Dropner, though, I covered in the Vault, or in the new DLC Takedown, is pretty crazy. This one's more so just for like fun, and yeah, toss it right onto the enemy there, explode it. Explode it. Yeah, you saw there, did nothing for damage, where the Dropner just shreds. I should correct myself, the Hard Dark actually drops from Cleaner as well as the Cooper Duper here. Now looking at the new 4 items in the Vault card here, we first got the Rhythm, Feel the Rhyme. This is a cryo one. Firing a 3 charge stack deals 200% cryo damage and refunds its ammo cost. Reloading changes the charge speed. This is kind of an interesting one. It can also come with the Torgue License Sticky Magazine, and it can come with a variety of different rolls. And this is an interesting one because you're trying to get it to charge to 3. So there we got the 3, got it to 3. So if you like the active fire firmware that wants you to charge it up all the way, you probably maybe like this if you didn't farm for the firmware, or if you don't have it on that particular character, because it's kind of a similar effect. It's tricky to work with, and you can see here, this boss is weak to cryo damage with the armored shield, so yeah, it's a little bit rough to use because every time that you reload it, so I'll just go there and reload, yeah, it's going to change that there, so faster charge. This is a tricky one to use. It is kind of nice, I guess, but yeah, it is what it is. And I'll try this one here. This is the non-sticky version, so I'm not having the best time at getting that number 3. It's tricky because every time you reload, it's gonna be different. Oh, there we go. So that's okay damage. I mean, it's no Flash Cyclone, it's no Crow Sourced. If you want an order weapon, there are many others that are less annoying to use than this. But next we got actually a pretty solid one, the Cormano. This is a shotgun that fires a spread pattern of projectiles. And it can come with Jacob's parts, obviously really nice. It has a huge explosion radius of 225 centimeters, and you can get it with like a flame blast. I haven't seen it yet, but it can come with a like a Ripper part on it as well. So yeah, that'd be the Jacob's Ripper would be the way to go. I love Torgue weapons, and yeah, you can see it there. This thing is really cool. It has that like Digistyled type explosion look to it. So yeah, like it's kind of Minecrafty. Speaking of Minecraft, does anyone remember in Borderlands 2 when they had the creeper and all the Minecraft stuff? That was such a cool collab, and whenever I think gaming collabs, this is like my #1 thought. This is a fun one though. I really do like the explosions. It's definitely a weapon that I will enjoy using. With Jacob's roll and Ripper, I can see this being one of the best in the new Vault pack here, but still looking for all the possible rolls so I can do a fair analysis of all of them and rank them accurately, but I do see this one being near the top of the list. It just hits hard, and I love Torgue, and ragdoll enemies like that is always a joy. And the final weapon, but not our final piece of gear, is the light gun flat-off sniper rifle. Now, this is another Vault card. It can come with a big rocket. It can also come with the Alt-Fire Motile bipod, the Ripper magazine, and it does have a Jacob's roll. I just haven't found it yet and run out of points for the Vault cards. I'm actually out of points, but this can come with a element on it as well. I got a cryo efficiency here and additional critical hits. It's got a very high magazine of 24 here. And it can come with like a Jacob's Ripper would be the way to go for this. Now, I feel like I did get this weapon actually from the Takedown. I feel like I had a drop on Vex because I didn't use the Vault cards on her. Now, the only downside is that it does not reload. You can't reload this gun. So if you wanted to reload it, you gotta crouch, and then it'll reload itself after a second there. So yeah, it's a funny one. I actually think this is interesting of a mechanic, so it inspires you to crouch in a spot. It's not a long time, so you do get a damage reduction as well. I'm not sure the exact damage reduction. Actually, I am sure it is 50%, so that's pretty nice. So yeah, this is definitely an interesting one. I like that they experiment with guns like this. So yeah, it's fun. You do have to crouch often to get the most out of it, and you get that extra damage reduction. This could actually be kind of interesting to use it just for the damage reduction at times, like if there's a certain boss that like incentivizes you to just crouch for a second, take less damage. I can see this being like really interesting defensive sniper. It's just no stray or complex route, but hey, it doesn't need to be. It's an interesting one. I'll be on the lookout for the Ripper in the Jacobs part here, because yeah, that would actually make it pretty strong. So yeah, 50% damage reduction while your crouch is quite nice. So yeah, that's cool. Now I have the infinite ammo Harlow build, which is kind of working here. If it had a dataless ammo swapper for the shotgun, it would be amazing, but it doesn't. So it is what it is. Still a decent gun, especially if you can get infinite ammo on it somehow. So yeah, fast firing. Actually be pretty solid on like a Bloodshot Vex. And the last item here is the Hover Swarm. Now, this is kind of funny because whenever the energy shield breaks, kill drones that'll charge at a nearby enemy, dealing 14k damage and restore 15% shield. Kill drones recharge when the shield is full. Now, it's nothing like the Little Sister, which is a Bioshock reference. This one is okay. And it's an Iron Man reference. Thought we wouldn't notice, but we did. That is a quote from the Avengers movie. So this one requires you to get damage similar to the Little Sister. So we'll just take some hits here, and I'm a big fan of the collector, so you can see there the kill drone just popped off. So yeah, it's going to be shooting away at targets where to go. We'll try that again. So we take some damage, take some more damage, boom, we got hit. Oh, there it is. So maybe yeah, I guess you blink and you miss a type deal. So interesting. Always appreciate a good Iron Man reference. It's kind of funny that we got two weapons that'll actually reference things with Bioshock and Iron Man. So yeah, this is all the new weapons that are in the Zane DLC. Stay tuned, as I will have a video where I break down and rank these amongst each other as I find the perfect rolls for each of them. Right now, my favorite is the Mercredi, so that is great. If you want to get one of these, now is the easiest time to get those perfect rolls, because they'll drop just as frequently as the Hard Dark here does from Cleaner. So yeah, let me know your favorite in the comments. Mine's probably the Cormano. Don't read that first word there. They're really strong with Torg and Jacobs on it. So let me know your thoughts. Hit the subscribe button below if you haven't already, and we'll catch you in the next one.